Hey everyone, glad to be back on the second night of investigating Octagon Hall. We got Jason and Mark in here right now. We're going to leave a couple of lights on. Todd just walked back in. We're going to leave a couple of lights on just because of the reports of the shadow figures and whatnot. We have caught pictures of them before. So just, I think we're going to start tonight instead of in the hall. I think we're going to start where we ended last night and head to the slave graveyard. Earlier, Bear, Todd, and I were sitting on the porch and we saw a shadow figure. Bear saw the shadow figure, and then we had this cat toy that's sitting taped to the tractor in front of the barn, and it started activating. Amanda, man, we wish you guys were here. Love you guys. Hello, Gail from Flintstone, just down the road. Hello, Catherine. Good to have you with us. Hopefully you guys will be an active night. Again, you know, we can't control that. We'll be stepping outside so you go hear the wind. Jeff Goff, my brother. Love you, man.
Love y'all.
Love you, Bear.
We got. Thank you, Bear.
Bear's just now leaving.
There's always a pleasure. You're welcome.
Bear, say bye to all the viewers.
Bye, all viewers.
For those of you who haven't met Bear, he's not even prepared for this.
All right.
Bear's just now leaving. This is Bear, the curator here at Octagon Hall. Highly recommend you guys come up and see him, hear some of the stories.
Please do.
If you've never been on a novice hunt, they also are going to start scheduling some novice hunts up here. And actually right now, we just had a conversation, no details worked out yet. We may be leading a novice hunt, hosting a novice hunt up here in late October.
Don't miss that.
And Bear will be here. Again, come up and see us. Bear, safe travels going home. Love you, my brother.
Love you too, brother. Have fun. Thank you all for tuning in. And come to the Octagon Hall. See what they all talk about, because it is a special place. Thank you.
You bet.
Love you, brother.
Love you, Bear. Be careful. Jama, how are you doing? Hope everything's doing okay. What we got?
This it's back in this birdhouse.
Okay. So we're going to take a walk over to the slave graveyard. One of the few times we use a flashlight just so you can see what we're seeing. Normally we don't like to use flashlights a whole lot, but you know,
It's ground out here now.
yeah, the ground's a little bit uneven. We are getting older and uglier, and we don't want Jason to fall.
Yeah. Hey, you know that light that we were seeing out there last night?
Yeah.
That was like window shaped. It ain't there tonight.
It's not, is it?
No, it's not.
Out here in this field, we were seeing some light play earlier. Going to make a stop right here for just a minute. Todd, if you could explain this gravesite, please.
Okay, this is where Mr. Caldwell's first wife is buried, and Mary Elizabeth, and then her brother. We don't have a name or age. He was very young when he died. You can see where people have left like cars and a train and stuff like that, toys for them, and they put money on top of the rocks and stuff like that. But back then they didn't mark as far as name and date and stuff like that. So.
As we're walking to the graveyard, I got to give a special shout out.
What's going on?
Oh,
Geophone's going off.
geophone's going off,
Means
which picks up vibrations. There should be no vibrations on that brick wall. What I've got to do real quick though is we had a group of kids here this afternoon who came to visit the hall. Ended up walking around. We were showing them the equipment. They were asking questions. A great group of young ladies and young men that we visited with today. We want to thank you for taking the time to listen and learn. And we learned and loved listening and talking with you guys, spending time with you. So thank you so much. Linda.
Also want to give a shout out to Brooklyn, who was out here investigating. Wants to be a paranormal investigator when she gets older. So we support you 100%, Brooklyn. You keep us updated on everything that you're doing, okay?
Linda also saw with the kids today at the house. Linda, hello to you and the kids. Again, thank you so much for tuning in and checking us out. I do want to show you, stay right there, Jason. Go ahead and put that back over there, if you don't mind, AJ.
Oh, Jason.
This is the SLS, and what it's doing is mapping Jason right now. So we're going to use the SLS out here at the slave graveyard. So if there are any figures, then, you know, we'll be able to see them live. Savannah Holland. Love you, Nani. Linda, thank you. Awesome group of kids we met today, and that's what this world is about, especially a group of young kids interested in the scientific aspect of paranormal research and investigating. It's great to talk with you guys. You guys made our day. Hopefully you can come back and visit with us. Paranormal Posse, shout out to you guys. Good luck with your investigation. Stay safe, and we look forward to working with you guys more in the future. Again, we showed you this last night, but for anyone new viewing tonight, these are the graves of the 2 unknown soldiers. This statue has been reported to be seen moving. We've never witnessed that ourselves, but hopefully. Thank you, Linda. It's we love talking with the kids. Love talking with the kids so that they can understand what the paranormal is about. So we're going to set up a few things here. I have a K2 meter. I'll ask Todd to set this up. And just to show you, especially for the kids, you see how it lights up? And so actually we're getting K2 hits right now. That's crazy. You can see the K2 meter. The phone is far enough away from it. There's no interference. I mean, you can see if I get it close. It has to be this close to react. Out here, there should be no reaction whatsoever. That's interesting. Todd, if you don't mind taking that over there and setting it up, please. So again, we're at the slave graveyard.
I apologize.
We have a cat toy, EDI meter.
Yep.
We've got a light that's been messing with this. You can see it way far off in the distance that's been moving. Again, sorry for some of the background noise, but the wind is kicking up. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and start asking some questions. See if we can the only thing that affects from the wind, Pam, is just the sound, which we'll be going inside the barn when we leave here. So we may have to talk a little loud. Hopefully, if you guys do hear any voices besides ours, please let us know, because you may hear it before we do in this situation with the wind. No, Savannah, did anyone just whistle?
Nope. No whistle.
No whistle at all.
I heard it, but thought it was somebody.
Jason heard it too, Savannah, and he thought it was somebody.
Again, it's up in the trees.
What is?
That whistling sound.
You said the whistling
There's
sound.
no-
Said the
I heard it
whistling
again.
sound was up in the trees. There's no birds out.
Yeah, it does. We'll listen out for it again. If it
Paranormal
does-
Posse also heard the whistling.
Okay, we'll listen for it again. If it happens again, we know it's not paranormal.
So let's we're going to ask some questions, see if we can get some responses here. And especially for the kids we talked to today, if there's any questions you would like for us to ask, please just type it in the comments, and we will we'll ask the question for you. Yeah, Savannah, there are 0 birds out right now. I mean,
Too windy for 'em.
like none. Yeah, it's way too windy for them. There are 0 bird nests in these trees. We were actually checking that when we took a walk down here. There should be no whistling
I just heard it again.
unless it's the sound of the wind whistling. So we'll keep listening for it. Hello, those of you who are buried here. We were here last night, and you really had some good things to say. Are you here with us tonight? If you are, could you make one of those meters light up?
I heard it again. I don't. Not paranormal. Yeah. I think it's trees. Yeah.
We think the whistling may be some of the trees, some of the branches rubbing against one another from the wind. God, that's a hard question to ask, Linda. The craziest thing any ghost has ever said to you. I've had one say, "I love you, Mark." We've heard "get out," "go to Hades." I'm not going to use that language in front of the kids. "Go away," "leave me alone," "help." Pretty much, you name it, we've heard it. We've been doing this for about 20 years now, and we've all experienced a lot. Those of you who are buried here, would you like to talk with us tonight so our friends can hear your story? They would love to see that you're here. Can you light up one of those lights or meters, please?
Do we have the cat toy?
Yeah, it's up there. Just to show you there is nothing on the SLS at this point.
Can you turn on that cat toy, please? The one on the far left. We came out here to communicate with you. We were here last night.
Abigail, are you buried here?
If I talk to you in Spanish, will you light one of those meters up? ¿Puedes prender esta bola aquí? Look, guys, light up this little ball right here. You see it?
We'd love to check that out, Linda. Shoot us a message on Messenger, and we'll talk. We'd love to check it out.
Can you turn that on, please? All you have to do is hit it or touch it.
That's funny, Catherine. Yay, Becca. Glad to have you. AJ was getting a lot of good responses last night in Spanish, so I think he's going to be asking some questions in Spanish again.
¿Está aquí la muchacha que estaba hablando yo ayer con ella? What's her name?
Abigail.
Abigail, ¿estás aquí? Si estás aquí, prende esa bola. I want to talk to the black lady that I was talking to last night, please.
Some of the slaves actually, as reported, did speak Spanish, as some of them were traded by conquistadors, which were, Spanish speaking. Some of
know it's windy, but can you guys make yourselves known? You can take a little bit of my energy if you need to, but I need you to light that ball up, please. Is there a girl named Sarah that's buried here?
Just saw a light flash right out there on that tree line, down toward the ground.
Samuel, are you here with us?
Hey, Brooklyn, we really enjoyed meeting you today. Let's give it a minute.
Brooklyn, you're very welcome. It was so nice to meet you today. Pam's saying I'm for the chewing gum again.
Well, they still have their gum there. Is there anybody out here besides the people buried here that want to communicate with us?
How many of you are buried here?
Did you see that? I just seen some blinking lights go up into the sky and now they're gone.
I was looking down. Can you hold that just for a second,
Yep.
please? Got it?
Yep. Mark, somebody's asking how many slaves are here.
Yeah, we'll do that here in just a second, Brooklyn. This right here is called a FLIR. We have it on the spectrum. I want to show you what it looks like. There's Jason standing there. This is outside. All right. There's AJ now, and let me show you Jason as he's walking around, just so you can get a feel for what it'll look like if we catch anything on here. As he's walking away. So we'll have this going as well. If we see anything, we'll throw it in front of the camera real quick. It's so windy out here and hard to hear. Are you guys tired tonight? I'm just scanning the area. That's Jason walking. It's a tree. So what this does is gives us a different spectrum of light to be able to see in. There's Jason over there. So why don't we do this? Why don't we collect the equipment and head to the barn? If they're not wanting to interact with us now, maybe we know it's supposed to rain later. If you're scared, there's no reason to be scared. The last time I saw Mary Elizabeth was about 4 years ago. Actually, yes. Did I say Mark? Did you say Mark, Jason?
I did not say Mark. I said Todd.
Okay.
I never once said Mark.
All right. So again, we're just walking. If anything shows up on here or the SLS or Jason's IR, then we'll get the camera over there and show you to you. That is a really good question, Linda, and it seems that they do not. It seems that whatever age the energy is, and there's different theories on that. Maybe it's an age where a tragedy happened, or an age where some significant event happened that they really resonate with. You know, it could have been a happy event, and that's the age that they seem to stay at. Copy that. Got limbs right here, guys. So it's really interesting what happened in the barn earlier. Bear, Todd, and I were sitting on the porch, and Bear saw a shadow figure out here. Well, we have a camera pointing towards the barn, so hopefully it caught it. We set a cat toy on this tractor in front of the doors, and then the cat toy went off. The cat toy has not gone off in the wind all night long, and it's only gone off that one time, and it was about 5 to 10 seconds after a Bear reported seeing the shadow figure. So the hall is back this way. There's the little gazebo. You can see some of the cars passing on the road out front. You know, Linda, my honest answer is I don't know. I think it may just be an attachment of some sort. Again, it could be a tragedy, could be a pleasant event. That's Todd and AJ walking. And for whatever reason, they just seem to be at that age. I missed the blue thing, Brooklyn. So here's our cat toy. And just to show you, it went off earlier when we were standing on the porch. We've got tape under it. There's no reason for it to go off. So we're going to walk in the barn where many things have been occurring. Yeah, you gotta slide that up.
Up.
No, that thing right there, the nail. Mm-hmm. Yeah, slide it up to your right. Yeah.
There's my finger right there.
So in here last night is where Marty reported seeing a shadow figure. So I think we may just have a seat. Hopefully this chair doesn't break and I don't crash land on my bottom. Yeah, it's very dark, Catherine. There's a table. I'm getting nothing on the flare. Doing a scan of the whole barn here. Linda, again, I wish I had an exact answer, but it's reported most of the Caldwell family is here, as well as slaves. Thank you, Donna. Some of the slaves, Civil War soldiers, both Union and Confederate. And we believe that they have what we call travelers, which are spirits, entities, ghosts that free roam and travel, not locked into one place, that will stop. Brooklyn, if you heard activity when you were here this afternoon, I'm not surprised. Every single person on the team has reported activity in the barn. And I hope that answers the question. Not an exact answer, but that's the best, most knowledgeable answer I can give you. So we're going to get set. AJ has the K2 meter here. So to the person that shown themselves to Marty last night, are you the same person that Bear saw walking outside? Give a little extra blue light here. That was somebody stepping on a empty bottle somebody left. So what did you do in this barn? Yeah. There was something that was just hitting this door right here. It was not the wind. Literally something was hitting it. AJ, move to your left. Move to your left. And now this door's moving. The wind has died down. Now the wind's picking back up. We have the EDI meter going off. And the knocks are back. The wind just stopped again. No, Ashley, no one was talking at that time.
I just caught a figure and it went away. You got a figure on the SLS at the door. It went away though. It's gone now. Right here.
AJ temporarily caught a figure on the SLS. He said it's gone now. We're hearing footsteps over here. We're hearing footsteps upstairs. Sounds like somebody sliding their feet in this dirt floor. somebody running upstairs. There's somebody running upstairs. I hope you can hear this. Shh, 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 shh. Wind is not blowing. I hope you guys can hear those noises. There's someone walking around and messing with something upstairs. It's right there. It's gone. Dude, right there. No, we can't go up there, Ashley. It's outside. Yes. Yeah, it does, Pam. Holy crap. Shh, shh, shh. Thanks, Becca. It does sound like furniture being moved. I hope you can hear me. Wow. You can hear the running footsteps. Wow. Upstairs is going crazy. That was right above me. It's like he dropped something. Yeah, that was his phone ringing. But these bangs and the sound of metal, we don't know what that is. It's right above us. No. No, actually, it's not. I don't believe. Wow. I know you guys can hear that. It's all around us. There it goes again. He's running again. Footsteps. It is right above us. Yeah, we're sure, Becca. We've been sitting outside talking with Bear before we came in here and started the live. There's no one else here but us. Same voice. Is that a voice behind us? Yes. We just heard a voice behind us. It's running back and forth. Yeah, like it's dropping. Tell him what you're hearing, Todd. It sounds like obvious running above our head, and then they drop. There it goes again. It's a drag. Yeah, it's dragging something. It does sound like it's dragging something. He said that the floor. Wow. There's no wind right now. It was windy when we first came in here, but we didn't hear that. There is zero wind right now. the sound of a train in the distance in the background. This is crazy. Yes, it can, Bam. A lot of people would say, why don't we ask questions, but we're just letting the activity happen. Yeah, we're trying to let it play out and see what happens.
Maybe it'll come down.
We hope it comes down to us. It's like right above us. Again, zero wind. Are they hearing it too? Jason and AJ just went outside to check. Shayna, and there's zero wind. This is AJ taking pictures. Let's walk this way a little bit. Okay, yeah. It's Jason walking over there. Wow. Wow. Let's go back down here where it's happening. We're going to try to get right under it, guys, so you can hear it better. Okay, we're going to try to ask a question of whatever's happening going on upstairs now. We wanted to let it play out for a minute, capture the evidence. So let's see what happens when we ask a direct question. Who's up there moving stuff around? Holy crud. Are you working? Do we need to leave? The footsteps. Oh my gosh. Hope you guys can hear this. It's getting louder. It's moved over to this side now. I'll go walk. Can you kick that bucket? Yeah, back it was. Brooklyn, we saw that too. I think there's a piece of plastic down there. Let's go down there and see, Brooklyn. Jason's got the IR cam going, just so you can see what he's looking at. That's right above us. It's moving back and forth. And I don't know if you can, there's somebody. Oh, wow. Who's working up there? Yeah, I know I'm a glutton for punishment, Ashley. Can you show yourself? You see that hole between the boards? No, there's no windmill, Catherine. Oh my gosh, heavy boot steps. Heavy boot steps. I'm gonna try to quit commenting on every little sound so that hopefully you guys can hear what's going on. Just start talking. There are voices coming from up there now. They're very faint. Don't know if you can hear them. Thanks, Becca. Jason's trying to get the IR cam up there as close as he can. I know you had to hear that. It sounded like something got thrown and was rolling. You had to hear those footsteps. You guys had. Something's banging on this door again. This is amazing. Did you hear that? I swear I heard somebody go. Yeah, it sounded like a laugh. Todd's watching our six. AJ's trying to see if, yeah, this is definitely not go for spam. It would be cool if it was, but we've heard voices, boot steps, and whatever it is they're working on. Wow. Did you finish your work? Can you knock on the wood 3 times? Well, they knocked on the metal, Becca. Could you come down here with us? We'd love to talk with you. Is this one of the slaves working? just walking all over the place. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be cool if there was a windmill, Catherine, but they don't have a windmill on this property. Now that's wind.
This is how different. It's all over.
Yeah, the wind.
That's the wind.
That's the wind. You can see the door going back and forth.
It ain't been doing that.
It has not been doing that. But the difference is when we heard earlier was knocks. It wasn't pushing the doors like that. Okay, so now the wind has stopped again. That gust is gone. Sorry, I'm trying to. Oh my gosh. I hope you guys can hear this. The wind has stopped. This is why you shouldn't leave trash. We're stepping all over it. That is not the wind. There's something pulling on this door. Now we've got sounds coming from over here. Let's walk over here and see. Okay, thank you, Becca. We should have it on our voice recorder, so we'll be able to post it once we analyze.
Todd, did you just want to? Did you see that? Something poked its head around down there by the open door, right where the flags are. Something poked its head in and then right back out.
Typical shadow figure behavior.
How convenient.
Okay, here comes a big gust of wind. So I'm watching the door to see what it does with the wind. Yeah, not anymore. There's not, Catherine. There was telling us that you can see they have some boards braced up, but if we walk up there, he said we will fall through the floor. It's just gotten too old. We used to could go up there, but it's too dangerous. Where's the steps to get upstairs? I don't remember. He said explicitly do not go upstairs. What'd you just hear, Jason?
There's a little tunnel right here. It sounds like something messing around with this tunnel. It goes to the outside.
Yeah, there's no human up there, as we have a camera that we've been watching as we were sitting on the porch. There are tunnels that run under here. Yeah, definitely. Especially if they had any weight to them. There's a slight breeze going on, but no real wind to speak of. Just a draft. They have this set up. They used to do a haunted house. So we're going to take a peek in here. You can see the open part back there. Wind's kicking back up. footsteps above us now. Wonder if I can get on this side. Hang on just a second, guys. I'm gonna try to get a better angle. The only way down is to go outside to the top part of the barn, but we would need a ladder to do so. So I can tell you for 110% fact, there is no living person up there. And we can hear the shoes actually hitting the floor. Was that one of y'all knocking? They're knocking on the floor now. Sounded like the knocking was on this end, opposite end where we were hearing the footsteps. It sounded like walkers. As you can see the team. Here's AJ with the SOS. It's Todd and Jason. Marty and Amanda had to go back home for a prior commitment tonight. This is how you used to access up there. And those stairs are dilapidated, but let's see what happens. If we come here. Sorry, I can't get the flashlight in.
Going upstairs?
No, we can't. He said we'll fall through.
Don't. Oh.
Thing died down.
It has died down now. Well, thank you for showing us that activity. You know, and I'm wondering, because it didn't respond, we did hear voices. I wonder if that was more residual from the past of people working than intelligent.
At first, I thought it could be a draft, like a vacuum. You know how like you got
Right.
two doors in your house.
Mm-hmm.
You open up one, the other one opens too if it's not shut all the way. But there's holes all over this barn, so it can't
Yeah.
be caused by this being open.
No,
I don't know.
that was intense.
It was very intense.
That was cool. That's why we investigate. Yeah, we'd have to open up the loft right there, the ladder, and then go in.
The only thing that's up here, Mark.
Yeah, the only thing that's up there is, oh,
Hey, let's walk around to the back if we can get to it. Let's see what the back looks like.
you bet, Jerry. So we're gonna That was crazy. Here's the other barn. So maybe we should try it. And nothing. People think that you have to be inside of buildings to have activity, which is not the case. There's been a lot of things happen outside, both yesterday and today. Nothing so far on the SLS?
Nothing.
Okay, he did catch a brief figure on the SLS, so that was earlier. That was intense. Yeah. Okay. AJ's going to do some wood knocks. No, Pam. Haven't been scared enough to leave. And just our rule is, number one, you don't run because, you know, you're in the dark. You could get hurt. Number two, if you run, then you could end up lost and alone, depending on the location that you're at. And then now you're lost and alone in a haunted location. So let's see what happens. But no, we're too stupid to run, basically, is what it comes down to. Thanks, Shayna. Thank you so much for sharing that. AJ's just doing some whoops and yells. Wind's kicking back up, as you can see by the trees. It's weird the wind kicked up after we came back outside. I will say, no, it's a trip. Oh, that's awesome, Brooklyn. You can feel it when they're near. Been reported a lady in white. It's, you know, a lot of places have these stories of the lady in white. They've been reported here. It's said that if you sit in the, what are these things called again? I just had gazebo. Yeah, I just lost it there. If you go stand or sit in the gazebo, that you have more of a potential for her to show herself. So let's go in here. She's been reported to walk from this direction towards you. So let's just have a seat and see what happens. AJ. No responses to the knocks.
Nope.
Yeah. So AJ's got the SLS pointing towards where the lady in white's been reported. If he gets anything, it'll be small, but we'll be able to see it. We can hop over there to him.
It's amazing how quiet that barn is when you're outside of it.
Yeah. Now, if that was the metal roof clanging or something, we'd hear it right here.
We went around.
Yeah.
All the way around.
Yeah, we went all the way around. There's no metal.
No, I did too. There's
We
nothing.
went back there
clanging.
and checked that little gate or whatever.
Yeah.
It's solid.
And what was interesting was the footsteps, and then the voices, the whispering. Yeah, I mean that was crazy. So we're gonna sit here for a second and see if the lady in white will show herself. It just got the SLS pointed towards the back. Got the EDI meter going. Chase is getting the millimeter going.
Now no interference.
If there's anyone here, can you light up one of these meters? Are you the one they call the lady in white? We have heard that if you sit in this gazebo, that you'd make your presence known. Can you do that for us, please? Wind's picking back up again. It's crazy how the wind died down when we were in there, and then we came back out, and now it's picking up again. I mean, you couldn't plan that.
No, and I looked at that. It sounded like the wood doors on the back on the upstairs were open and closing. There was one door, and it wasn't moving.
Yeah, it's latched.
So,
It's got that chain on the corner.
Yeah.
That's attached to the side of the
so
building.
how about that?
And we all heard, and you guys heard a lot. Hopefully you could hear some of the heavier footsteps, because it sounded like, as Todd described at one point, like it was running back and forth, which was pretty amazing.
You could hear it go from behind you.
Yeah. That was wicked cool. I mean, it's reasons like that is why you go investigating, to document evidence of that nature. Don't know why we're getting K2 hits now. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Catherine. For those of you who don't, Todd, could you hold that, please? For those of you who are not aware, a residual haunting is where the ghost, the spirit, the energy, it does what it does, whether you're there or not, and normally about the same time and place. Won't really interact with you, but it just does what it does, and if you're in the right place at the right time, you'll be lucky enough to experience it. An intelligent haunting, that's what a lot of this area is known for. It has both residual and intelligent. That means they'll talk with you, interact with you, respond to you. And it's a total guess. We'll have to analyze the evidence and see, but more than likely what we heard in the barn was residual from past years of working, which means, may not have even been aware that we were there. It was just doing its thing, and we happened to be lucky enough to be in the right place at the right time. So why don't we take them inside, do some stuff inside before we close out the live. Can you believe we've already almost been on an hour?
Hey,
Oh, we got an SLS figure. What
it's
the
on
heck
the,
is
it's on the edge of the limb up there. Of course, see, look. I think it's part of a tree limb, but why is it like a different color? You see it? It's gray. It looks like a baby or something.
That could be a false reading.
Oh, I'm sure it is, but why does it look like that? That's strange. That's a different color.
Question, yeah.
Cool.
Well, so we'll pick up our equipment. I'm going to turn this off, Jason, until we get in.
It's going off for you.
Wait.
It's not on. It's the
Oh, really?
REM pod that's on. You got to turn it off from the back.
So then we were getting...
It wasn't going off.
Here, I'll just carry this in then.
Is that everything?
Yeah. Todd, you got the K2, right? Alright, so we're going to take you inside. AJ told you, but the other day was in the barn. Bad, almost turned into a hospital visit from her husband. Yeah, Shayna. They did tell us about that.
I don't think
Yeah, we can't. It won't pick up in the basement, unfortunately. Yeah, we tried, and as soon as we get to the bottom of the steps, we lose signal. So we left a couple of lights on, just because possibility of seeing something from outside. This is the window where we have a great picture of Mary Elizabeth staring out the window at us. We have posted that picture in the past, but I'll repost it sometime tomorrow so that you can see it. We were showing the kids that we met today that picture, and showing the adults, the parents that were with them. It's a pretty phenomenal picture. Hello, we're back. Okay, that was interesting. Let me go back and make sure it wasn't a false hit. Some kind of electrical. Well, it's not going off now. We just had a hit right here. So I walked back to check it and nothing. So do we want to head upstairs?
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay, we will, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn's still hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brooklyn's still hanging out.
So I'm going to set this meter here.
Mark.
What? Oh, we got K2 hits.
Are you up here, Mary
Look at
Elizabeth?
that.
Look.
What was it?
Yeah, hang on.
I thought that was you.
No.
Mary Elizabeth, can you make that light up again?
It's going. Here we go.
Thank you. Well, now the mail meter isn't hitting. We'll have it on REM pod mode now.
There we go.
And getting more. Seems like every time I start to put it on camera, it stops.
I'm gonna walk in her room and see if it. Hang on, it's going. It might be.
Well, if you go in the room, it's going to pick it up from the plasma ball.
Yep.
So
Stay on the opposite side of it. It should be fine.
here is the Caldwell family bedroom. Those of you who tuned in last night, it's kind of quiet up here. We did have some good activity in the hospital room here. It's Mary Elizabeth's room. That's a plasma ball. What that does is gives off a electromagnetic field, gives off energy, and our theory is that these energies can use that to give them the strength to manifest or to interact with us. AJ's got the SLS pointed down the stairs. If he catches anything, then we'll put that on camera for you. So let's all pick a doorway. Instead of that, we've got 4 doorways here, and let's see what happens. Do what, Jason or AJ?
I'm staying down here.
Okay. You going on the landing or?
Yes.
Hey, motion strip light is coming.
Yeah, most of the lights on in the bedroom, the hospital.
Now I want to see if it was me. I've not moved since it come on.
We have a motion strip set up in there.
Surely it can't pick me up all the way over here, right?
No, step out. Let's let it go out. It should reset.
I'm gonna wait. And then I'm gonna step back. Okay? Stepping back. No.
Okay, now walk back to where you were.
Dude. I guess it was.
Yeah, could be you. All right. Sometimes it's disappointing when we can debunk something, but I mean, I think that's the first and foremost thing to be a credible and to be believed is you have to be honest. If you can debunk it, first and foremost, you need to debunk it. That's why we love these questionings that you guys were giving us in the barn. Keep asking those questions. Keep us honest, and you have our word that we'll be honest with our findings and evidence with you. And I think what we're going to do... Wow, I can't believe we've already been on an hour and 15 minutes.
We'll go for a few more minutes.
Yeah, we're going to go for a few more minutes because what we're going to do, Todd, if you could come and hold the live for a moment. Is I'm going to take you guys somewhere that we haven't been yet. And I'll need somebody's help. And then he'll hand me the camera. Is we are going to go up into the cupola.
Not me.
Oh, I'm going.
Okay.
Where the...
No, the REM pod.
Oh, the REM pod
Yeah.
was going off?
Yeah.
We're going to go up in the cupola where the Confederate soldier bled out.
Do you want my
Like,
head one? That way you can have hands free?
huh? Nah, it'll be alright.
Okay.
Just don't let me fall.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I need to put these legs out a little bit more. Alright, here we go. If I do fall, feel free to have a laugh. I'll be laughing with you. After I get over the pain.
Mark.
They have a bunch of storage.
Does he want to use this?
Yeah, I'll get that up here in just a minute. Let me get up here first, and then we'll see if you can hand it to me. Okay. You may have to climb the ladder a little bit.
Yeah, one-handed.
Here, let me have that. Let me have it.
You want to go one-handed with it?
I think we're going to change our name to Clumsy Paranormal.
Yeah.
And got it. Thank you, sir. All right. So this, he's getting hits downstairs. This is the cupola. Rest of the team is down the ladder, and up here is where the Confederate soldier
Thank you.
was hiding when the Union forces invaded this area, and he was wounded.
EVP section. We'll turn off the lights.
Yeah. He was wounded.
Where you gonna stay?
Yeah, I'll stay right here.
Okay. Nobody move.
And bled out. So I'll just have a seat. The guys are going to go steal. And we'll run an EVP session. And we'll see what happens. Let me turn this around so you can see what I'm seeing. Getting hits down here. To the Confederate soldier who was stuck up here and bled out because the Union soldiers wouldn't leave. Are you still here? Would you like some water? You know, it looks like they have stored a rocking chair up here. Feel free to have a seat and rock in that rocking chair. Can you make that rocking chair move? That was me blowing a bug off the screen. We have fresh bandages. Would you like one? Maybe we could get that bleeding stopped. Is there anything we can do to help you? We could bring you some cornbread, maybe some beef jerky. Would you like that? Turn this around and show it behind me. Let's see if anything decides to show itself. I don't think that's a good camera for y'all guys to see. So let me turn it back around. Could you knock if you're still up here, please? Here, can you knock like this? Now, we've heard you stay pretty angry, and that's totally understandable. We're very sorry for what happened to you. That must have been awful. You have our sincere respect. Is there anyone up here with me? Would really, really love it if you can move that rocking chair. Sorry, a bug flew in my head. All right, well, if you don't want to communicate, we're going to respect you and leave you alone. We don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. You felt enough of that. But if you would like for us to do anything, don't hesitate to ask us. Let us know. All right, guys. Well, this was a eventful night. AJ, is that a... Just to show you, let me turn it around real quick. AJ is picking up a figure.
It's the rocking chair.
At the rocking chair? Okay. So, false reading on the SLS. Interesting night. That barn was crazy.
No, it's not happening.
Do we have something?
Yeah, it's laying on the bed.
Ooh, okay, let me turn this around before we go. Let me show you what's happening right now. AJ, can you lean your head back a little bit, please? Hopefully you can see. And it just
It just died.
died.
Yep, it died.
Hopefully you could catch that quick glimpse of the SLS figure that was captured. So we're going to have to go back and change batteries on that. It died right when we picked that up. It happens. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in and watching us. That barn activity was unbelievable. We're going to continue to investigate. If anything significant happens, we will post it. But on behalf of PRGI, for Jason, AJ, and Todd, and Marty and Amanda, who had to return home today, treat each other with kindness. Stay safe. Feel free to email us or put in Messenger any questions or comments. We welcome all comments. And we look forward to talking and meeting with you guys soon. One more time, big shout out to all the kids that we met today. Brooklyn, you're an amazing young woman. Looking forward to watching you grow into the field of paranormal research. For all the other kids, you guys were amazing. Thank you, Aaron. We'd love to make you a part of our investigation as much as possible. Again, what we do, there's no editing. It's all live. It's all raw. And that's the way we like to present it, so that you can see and experience what we experience. If something happens, great. If nothing happens, well, that's the way investigations go. But thank you again, Becca. Thank you. I'm just amazed at that barn. But until next time, our next investigation will be next month on the other side of Kentucky at a place called Wilden Manor. So we're looking forward to you guys tuning in. We'll be posting our evidence as we start analyzing tomorrow. For PRGI, thank you guys again. Stay safe. We'll see you next time.